Hello, can you hear me? Am I coming through loud and clear? I'm here, folks. Hello. The game is literally still loading. It's been loading for about 12 minutes now, and I'm not quite sure why it's taking so long. It's probably fine. Yeah, a bit weird. Hello, hello, hello. Now why is it taking? What? Taking far longer than it normally takes. Yeah, come on. Don't worry about that. Sorry, I'm being quiet because it's coming through. It's like, it's definitely crashed. I don't see why it would still be loading right now. It's been doing this for ages. I think it's just committed harikari. Let's start again, and while it's loading, we'll get the game going in the background, and it should be fine. Oh, I'm not having much luck with that, am I, at the moment? Let me just task manager and burn this program. It's fine. It's fine because while it's loading, I can go through the map in the background, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, come on now. I mean, it still seems to be stable. Oh, maybe it has loaded. Oh, I'm not going to give up on it yet. Hopefully it ignores my pleas for it. It might well murder itself now. We'll see. Wait a minute. Of course. Oh, there we go. Right, anyway. So, hello everyone. Hello. I haven't updated this version of the map for ages, and we are already in 1895, 90. I think we're now in. We're about to. I ran it a little. We're in. It's the 1st of January 1896, I think, in stream. So let's go back to our little map. Oh, okay, it looks so good, doesn't it? Look at it. Oh, look at that. The previous stream, I thought, died, but it didn't. Somehow. Oh no, it's. Oh, okay. Go up here. Yep, you've got a bit of Transport Fever window just in the stream for a little bit. Don't worry too much about that. Come on. Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey. Anyone remember the Iron Brew 32 adverts? Cuckoo. I absolutely love those. Oh my goodness me, come on. I mean, I hope this isn't... There we go. I hope this isn't a sign that it's just going to be super crashy. Part of me thinks it would be a good idea to just wipe the slate clean and start again anyway. So what did we do last time? So the stream died and we couldn't check, but actually last time we were up here, weren't we? And I haven't updated the map because the stream died. Last time we upgraded this to 4-track, didn't we? So we upgraded the approach into Bury Central from, the connection from Hendon, up through Hendon Junction, then we 4-tracked, and we kept all these bridges exactly as they are. We managed to 4-track through them without needing to rebuild the bridges, which is pretty good. I think it's dead, folks. I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna task manager it and end it, and then we're gonna bring it back. There's no recovering it. It's gone. Yeah, gone. It's gone. Let's start that again. While it's loading, it's not the end of the world. While it's loading, I can chat about this. Also, I have statistics to show you all. So, come now. There we go. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's put that there. There we are. It's loading. I can alt and enter that as well. Right. I'm going to click load. Oh, you can hear it too. That's good. The sound is there. Start. There we are. You can hear the chuff chuff. No, it's fine. I've quit Discord. Oh, it's Chrome. That's a good point, actually. Let me just click this. Yes, boom. And also click close the Twitter tab. Bring you all back. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, there's going to be some stats. So that was one thing we did. The other thing we did, I think the only other physical thing we did was up here. Was up in was at Wooler Junction. I think we added the 3rd track here, didn't we? Also, it reminded me that there's a load of extra stuff. There's like a fuel siding or something here that I've not. Yeah, I've actually put Wooler Junction Station in the wrong place, so this is kind of wrong here. So I need to fix this. This is an error on my part. Need to resolve all this. I've not actually added Wooler Station, and this layout's changed. So anyway, need to do all that. Yeah, there are quite a few people here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. Let me bring my mug in. Why not? Where am I? Hello, hello, hello. Let me drink some water because this is a really good time to do so when I've actually appeared. Yeah, so, stats. Because I passed through in 1895, it means that I did basically my 5-year census, which includes looking through the populations of all the cities, the towns, the kind of the settlements, also updating, which kind of in turn updates all my little regions that I've got, because they're different regions. Potentially more interestingly, I updated all the passenger lines to look at. Now have a grand total of, how many are there? Wait a minute, let me just select all these. Oh, the computer's going slow because the game is loading, but hopefully this time I'm going to bounce in and out of that window a bit less, which will make it less crashy. Come on. Come on. Oh, goodness. It might also mean that the stream drops a little bit, but it'll survive. Yeah, perfect antidote for this last week. Everyone's had a bit of a week of it, haven't they? So, it's just not having any of it. It's a big game, and it's becoming even more cumbersome to load. There we are. So, total of... Let's keep going. Come on, XL. Just there we are. It's amazing that this machine, which is a beast of a machine, is struggling with where we are. And it's real time. It's working. That is 65. We have 65 passenger lines now running on the map. It's a lot. Yes. So these are all of the different. So the number of trains per. So we can see the different companies. So the Great Central operates 48 trains, 44 trains for the Great Northern, 43 for the Great Western. 24 for the Midland, 20 for the Metropolitan, and 20 for the Southern. So, Southern operating a few, and then obviously our little Western Isles Railway down here. Perhaps even more interestingly than that, though, also I've put in the balance for each as well, so you can sort of see which one is doing best, or rather least worst, of all of these lines. There are only a few that are breaking even, but the majority of the passenger lines just don't make any money in this game. To the extent to which that'll remain, I don't know. I also put in some formulae, don't worry about this statistical thing, of like, if I wanted my ideal utilisation to be 50%, what my ideal rate would be, and therefore I can work out how many coaches to knock off or add. And so, kind of between the last stream and this stream, I've been optimising the lengths of my trains to make sure that they're kind of as close to 50% utilisation as possible. Other than these ones, which are the expresses, which you can never get to be quite right. So this one's an express service, and it's a bit rubbish. All the others, though, I think I've pretty much got bob on with around about 50% utilisation. So anyway, all that is just working out. So my utilisation is just dividing my number of the total seats with the number of passengers travelling on it. That gives me my utilisation. And then it gives me an idea of how efficiently this is running. And don't get me wrong, this sort of thing, why 50%? Oh, because it allows for surges. So I don't want to go for... You don't want all trains to be full all the time. So 50% enables them to get a bit more, so that I can... essentially dealing with, like, if there's a surge, then there's enough space for people to get the train. That's essentially my logic there. And it also means that platforms aren't getting too full. So, which is, again, not dissimilar from the real world. And these sort of statistics weren't... Statistics were being collected by certain railway companies at this time, at the turn of the century, in the kind of the early part. At some point, we'll get Dr. DT on, and he'll talk about this. Once I can convince him, basically, once his academic life is a little less busy, and I can steal him on here and get him to talk about the sorts of things that might have been happening. So, we're reaching the turn of the century. And data was being collected by certain railway companies. So anyway, so there's that. Potentially more interesting, and certainly what I'm going to be looking at this episode, is the station statistics. So I took it upon myself to collect up the station data. And so if we list by, let's say list by the maintenance, so the size of each station, let's go largest to smallest. So that means, so at the top, the biggest and most expansive railway station in terms of size and maintenance is Kingston Central, followed by Bradshaw Great Northern, then Maghull, Lowestoft Great Northern, and it kind of gives you the list of the different stations. Gisborough Victoria actually is quite a big, expensive one. But if you list by number of services, then that changes, and actually Stratford Joint Station is the busiest. If we list order by like current passengers, then in terms of the number of passengers currently in the station, that's Stratford Joint. and that also then gives me quite an interesting measure, which is this one, which is so the average. So I've got this by company. So I've got an average listing for companies. So I could say list by A to Z, and then we'll have the GCR at the top there. Yeah, Detour. This is potentially more like the sort of statistical numbers that might be interesting to you. But don't laugh too much at my statistical measures. One of the things that I find quite interesting. So there's relative cost, which is the cost of maintenance versus the company average. So in terms of relative cost, we can list this largest to smallest, and as you'd kind of expect, Kingston is the most expensive for the GCR, and then you kind of get all the listings of the largest station for each company here, because obviously they're the ones that diverge most from the average company. So Shildon Metropolitan is the largest on the Metropolitan Railway, Bradshaw on the Great Northern, Bridport Midland is the largest Midland station, Frome is the most expensive of the Great Western stations, interestingly. Is that really true? That surprises me. So if I order by maintenance again and then order by A to Z here, Frome is the most expensive. Well, there you go. I didn't expect that. That shows how much I've been looking at these numbers. In any case, so the thing that's also interesting is the cost per passenger. So I like this one. So if I sort largest to smallest, theoretically, you've got fairly small numbers. So this is essentially dividing the total number of current passengers plus the two peak rolling on-off figures. So that's kind of like how many passengers are currently changing, plus how many passengers have used the most passengers have used on and off, stepped on and stepped off services there. The total of those, so it's the total maintenance cost divided by that number, and that gives me a cost per passenger. How long did this table take to make? Not that long. I just had to go through the stats in the game and just kind of do it. It's like a lunchtime thing. It just took me probably about 35-40 minutes. It's not long. Quite good at data entry. In any case, this is fun, not least because you get this huge figure here, $21,750 dollars. I mean, it's gonna be dollars anyway, but even though it'd be nice if it was, not dollars. The reason for that, this is Leighton Goods Station. Now, has this loaded? Are we there? We are here. It has actually loaded. The game is loaded. So, oh yeah, you can hear it ticking away in the background. Good stuff. So, I just checked that it is paused. It is paused. Good. So, this data is what we're going to look at today. And we're going to work our way through these, and we're going to try and go through every single station, to go through and look at each one and understand whether the stations, and some of them will just gloss through and it'll be fine. Some of them might need some remodeling, and then hopefully YouTube will record it this time, because it didn't record the last one, or so I thought, and then it did, and it sort of somehow put it up like a week later or half a week later. It's a bit weird, but so I think it went live on YouTube yesterday. Goodness knows why it took so long to process. Very strange, unless there was some like copyright strike on it or something. I don't know. Anyway, it is up there, so now I can update the map. So the map was out of date because I needed to remember what I'd changed, but now it's in stream. I can just go back through and check what I've done. Anyway, I'm going to have this table up next to me here, but without further ado, let us flip over to the game and have a look at what's going on. So yeah, it's 1896. I'm going to do the thing where I first of all zoom out and look at everything just to make the game speed up a bit, okay? I'm doing it now. Right, wait a minute. Let me just angle down here. So this is going to be a bit slow, but hopefully while I do this, it'll all sort of speed up a bit. As I load this, this actually works quite well. If I just kind of basically move the thing around the map a bit, it catches up. I don't know, I've been streaming for 15 minutes already. I've not done anything useful yet. Sorry about that, folks. I think it's going to be an hour and a half one, because Dina finishes at 8:30, so I'm going to finish soon after that. We haven't had any food yet either. Oh, crikey, that was a mistake. Although I had my lunch super late, so... Anyway, right, just loading this in. Loady, loady, load. And while I'm doing this, just observe. Loads of people are still moaning. Stop moaning about being lost on the... There have been enough hours of this that you can watch this and not be lost anymore. To those who are kind of still lost. The maps are available. There's no excuses for you. Jimeth, I'm looking at you. Anyway, right, no, I'm joking, of course. This is someone else's computer game save. It's not that relevant or interesting to your lives. I understand. Right, that's done. So, I'm going to go through the list. So the first thing is Leighton Goods Station, which had that hilarious, huge cost per passenger of basically it has 0 passengers, therefore... Obviously, the cost per passenger is actually infinite. This is Leighton Goods Station. And you can see it's got some passenger platforms. But what I'm going to do is make this not a passenger station anymore. The way I'm going to do that is by... where are we? The way I'm going to do it is... Now, if I demolish this, is it going to demolish the main building? I don't think it is. If I do this, is it going to demolish the main building? No, it isn't. There we go. Now, if I get rid of that, I think that's no longer a passenger station. Hooray! What I am going to do is just paint where I've demolished that because, you know, I like painting and making the game map look a little bit tidier. There we go. That was up to there, and that was up to there. There we go. Good. So that is, we've fixed that problem immediately, which is happy days. Very nice. Just put a bit of ballast, overflowing ballast in there a bit, just to make it look nice. There we go. Lovely. So, that's the end of that. That's done. So, that's that problem fixed. Right, the next station. So what are we going to look at for the next station, I wonder? So I'm going to look back on here, and in fact, you know, I'll bring you back over with me. So I've done that. Now, that's fixed this problem. So that's now done. So, essentially, I can basically just delete that off. It's not a station anymore. Goodbye. So that's gone. The other, so that then means, so the good thing about getting rid of that one is all of a sudden I can see the outliers. So now I've got the list of the most expensive stations per passenger. And Frome is on that list. So let's go and have a look at Frome. I don't think I'm going to change Frome because Frome is a grand terminus that's oversized for what it is, I suppose. Another one that's on the list is Flitwick Town. Oh yeah, you can't see the game. I've not flipped back to the game. This is the trouble with me going back and forth. I need to set up key bindings for this, don't I, really? The other station, so I've just traced up the line, sorry, from Leighton. This is Flitwick Great Western, which is, you know, pretty sizable. Obviously, Flitwick Town is huge and hilariously oversized. But kind of at the time, it's not, labour's fairly cheap, so the Great Western is sort of unfussed about altering that. Like, this isn't the time in kind of British Rail times when this would get, you know, this sort of size station would just get sold off and turned into flats or a car park or whatever. But, so that's, yeah, so that is, so that's a huge station that has one passenger service using it, and so it's pretty expensive. But if we head up to Frome, which is at the other end of the Great Western Railway, which is up here, there we are, Shepshed, Raleigh, Frome. Let's have a look at Frome and see why Frome is the Great Western Railway's most expensive station. Well, it's because of this, it's all this building, I think. So they've got a load of offices to one side there, you've got the station terminus. It's all very snazzy. There we are, there's a train. Oh, you know what? Let's get moving as well. Let's unpause the game. There we are. That's nice. What is that? Little local service. What's that heading to? Oh, Hexham Frome. Yeah, I changed a lot of train formation sizes and stuff to kind of make it, to be honest, a little bit more interesting, actually. So we've got quite a lot of different train lengths and stuff, and they're a bit better mapped onto the size of passenger service as well, which is nice. Oh, nice little jazzy number there. Oh, that was a bit loud, sorry. So, so that's Frome. And to be honest, it's kind of fine. It's the size it needs to be. We're going to kind of leave it as it is. Oh yeah, I do actually have some ticky box things I need to do as well this time around. So, try and remember those. 2. So, right. Let me just. So I have new thing there. Station. Yes. Okay. Right. So that's Frome. What else are we going to look at? So, Hexham Great Northern. Oh, okay. So, Hexham Great Northern. Where even is Hexham Great Northern? For the number of passengers using it, Hexham Great Northern's this over here, isn't it? It's interesting that it's considered to be, that it's costing a lot per passenger, because it's quite a, you know, it's quite a major. Hexham's quite a large town. I wonder if it's because it's not serving. Yeah, it's not serving much of the town, really, is it? So that's a lot of town that's not really being served by it. So maybe we need to introduce a carriage service. Should we do that? Should we just introduce a little local carriage service here? Let's do it. Oh, come on. There we are. Game's, it's not gone freezy. It's just me having a moment. Yep. Okay. Let's find somewhere that's not too destructive to pop this. over here. Yeah, that'll do. Let's put it down here. There we go. What time is it saying that I was... what was it I was saying about getting lost in the map? Oh, yeah. Let me just pop that in there. That's what I need. Nice little road depot. Let's buy... Now, what are we going to have? Are we going to go for the... Are we going to go for the snazzy new diesel thing? No, we're not. We're going to go for more of these. And we're going to go for 8 of them, actually. So let's load up our... let's set up our little bus system. So we're going to have one here. We're going to have another one here. Let's have one. Let's have one there, and one here, and another one there. That's a decent bit of coverage, I think. Yeah, maybe another one like here. Let's just build the line. So what we're going to go from? We go from here to here to here to here to here to there to there, there, back to here, and then over there. Marvelous. We're going to call this Hexham Carriage Company. Lovely. And let's make it a red. Let's make it red. There we are. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's not make it red. Let's make it that colour, whatever that colour is. This is going to be Great Northern Station. There we are. And the rest, I don't really mind about the names. We just need to send these over there now, don't we? So send these over to Hexham Carriage Company. Now, if I go there, should we just paint these all up? Let's get them all painted. Let's paint them all up a nice soft pink. Oh, actually, you know what? They're going to get red because I reckon that at this time you're actually going to have the GNR Hexham carriages. They're just going to be owned by the Great Northern, which means that we can make this red. There we go. So Hexham's got some carriages, nice. Maybe move the pier around. Yeah, you might think it would be a good idea to move the pier around so I can actually, you know, connect these. But no, it's fine. I don't mind. It's fine. Anyway, right. Okay, that's Hexham done. So the next place, we're going to go to... So Bristol is the next place. We're working our way through our list. Bristol Station. Now, Bristol is over here. Oh, it's being a bit jittery. Let's press on pause again. Bristol is here. There's Bristol. So you see it's got quite a large station. As you can see, it's quite a large station for not very much usage. Yeah. But it's fine. This isn't the era of clamping down on scale, I don't think. Look at this nice little... It's nice, isn't it? How fast is this thing going? 25 miles an hour. There we go. They look quite nice, don't they? These little local services pottering along. That's nice. Right, next is... So Leighton Great Western is the next big station that is disproportionately sized for the amount of usage it gets. Let's go down to Leighton. You remember this bit here where we had the causeway which blocked off a bit of the sea and got a bit... It's become a bit of a messy, sticky mess. Yeah, well, that. So there's this is why, because Leighton. Thing is, it does get a decent. It's got a decent number of people coming in and out. You know, it's not totally disused. Yeah, there's a few people in here. Hi, folks. Yeah, they all seem kind of happy enough. Does Bristol need a local service? It looks like the station isn't centred on the town. It's too small, so I'm only really doing that for larger places that I'm interested in growing. So I'm not too fussed about the fact that the station isn't super central. There are 60 settlements on this map, and I'm all right with a few of them staying tiddly. So that's Leighton. I'm not too fussed about Uckfield because Uckfield is the tiny little station over here in the Western Isles, and I think the station is pretty much absolutely tiny already. Yeah, it's as tiny as it needs to be. It's just a tiny little poxy thing. So we won't worry about Uckfield. Next is Stamford Great Northern. Interesting. So that is over near Bradshaw. It's kind of on the suburban lines out of Bradshaw heading northwards. So yeah, Stamford Great Northern. Interesting. So not hugely well used by the look of it. There's a... What's that heading through? Is that the express on its way through? Oh yeah, it is, yeah. There it goes. That's always nice, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, don't look at that. Look at that. Toot toot. There we go. Nice. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a variety of trains going in all directions there. Look at that. Actually, while we're here, let's just brief... Sorry, I was getting lost in the views there for a moment. That's nice, isn't it? Vehicles. Let's do our normal and just check the condition of some of our trains. Some of them have gone to bad. Uh-oh. Let's have a look. Actually, let's... if I go to everything and go to bad, what's bad? What stuff is in bad condition? Oh, classic. Right, well, let's do my normal and fix all this then. Manage vehicles. What's all this? This needs replacing with this lot. Yeah. Oh, it's done it for one again, hasn't it? All of them, please. Very nice. What's this? This, same again. Yeah. Manage vehicle and replace them all. You've got to keep on top of this because otherwise the game penalises you really hard for like your city, like your condition of your cities becomes horrible because they reasons. So let's just I'm just going to swap this. This is the most interesting thing I can do on stream. I know that, but it's worth it, folks. It's worth it. Cake makers. These are all things that, as people point out in the chat every time I do this, things that all expire all at once every time I do this like mass replacement of vehicles rather than like doing it one by one or whatever. But it's by far the quickest way. Come on now. There we are. And yeah, getting there. Loads. Oh my goodness, so many have expired all at once. I've done it again. There we are. So many have expired all at once. Manage vehicles. Swap these all out. Yeah. Is everyone? Is the stream coming through all right? By the way, is the quality all right? Not too bad. Let's pop that in. Lovely. What about this lot? Oh my goodness, so many knackered vehicles that are hopelessly knackered. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Let me just pop that in. Oh, how many more bad vehicles? Oh, good grief. Oh, lots and lots and lots of trains have all ended up looking like they're in bad nick. That's interesting. Not a moment too soon by the look of it. 1896 approaches. Well. Let me just swap that out. And these as well. Yeah. And these. You got to keep on top of your vehicle maintenance. Right, the Halewood mixed traffic. This. So these are all like hand-me-down trains. So what should I do for these? They're like an individual. It's owned by a certain. Shall I just swap them out? Oh, you know what? Stuff it. We'll just leave them there. Stuff them. Don't care about those. The Halewood company can keep its knackered hand-me-downs. However, the express goods for the brick train. This is more interesting. So what am I doing about these? Probably want to just kind of swap them out wholesale, right? Let's just swap them out wholesale. What have we got? So, oh, I didn't actually add that, did I? So so it's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn it, I lost count. How many did I put in? I can't count well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Capacity of 80, okay. If I put... So what speed does this train have? It's 31 miles an hour. Okay, so I just put this at the front. And hey presto? I think? Yeah, okay, that's worked. Oh god, how many bads are there? Oh my goodness. This must be because I did a load of train replacements in 1 year. Oh golly, look at all these. This is nightmarish. Kingston trams. Oh, lots of Kingston trams going off as well. Oh my goodness, this is a scary amount of vehicles going to hell. What's that? Simon Fisher makes an interesting point about turning on route maintenance that sounds worth trying. What, just increase route maintenance slightly so that I don't have to do that? No, no, I like them going knackered because also my company's finances couldn't hack it if I did that. Got all these colourful trains. It's all the freight trains that are going knick-knack as well. Let me just go back up to the top and have a think about this. So let's have a look at this. This is just a single fuel train. What's that? 21 fuel wagons. Let's just replace it like for like. And fuel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There we go. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Shall I do this off stream? You know what? Let's wait because I can cope with it being bad for maybe a few more years. Nothing's gone very bad yet. Let's keep on with whatever I was doing here. Actually, while we're in Stamford, this station's hilarious because like this is quite a busy station, I think. And actually, what I am going to do, wait a minute. I'm going to just whiz over here and forgive me just for a second and sort A to Z. So I've got these stations sorted both by their kind of the company and the how useless they are. So actually, interestingly, Stamford is quite a cheap station. As a result, all the passengers that use it are quite happy about the fact that it's rubbish. They lots of passengers use it. Seems happy. Let me just do a bit of this and a bit of this. I mean, they could benefit from some. They could probably benefit from a, you know. Should we give them a? Yeah, there we go. Oh, choo choo. There we go. Let's give them a. Oh my goodness! Can you hear all this? Everything, everywhere is tooting at me. That was quite something. Anyway, there we are. What's this? Maybe Kingston. Electrifies as they change trams. Gregors, you're absolutely right. We're going to do that now. We're going to go over to Kingston. This stream is always going to be chaos. We're going to electrify Kingston's tram network. They've kind of delayed and pushed back, but it's high time it happened, isn't it? Really. Let me go in here and streets and upgrade and catenary. Yes. Oh my goodness. So where do I start? There's so much catenary here. Right. Let's extend that, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Yep, lovely. And also keep electrifying this. So yeah, catenary tram systems, pretty popular. Clearly very efficient. They, as I've said before, they pretty rapidly started competing with rail in the real world. There we go. Let's pop that in there and there. You and you. And this and this. Lovely. Very nice. There we go. Oh golly. It's a lot of tramway for me to keep on top of electrifying. There we are. Getting there. It's fine though because they've used catenary poles from the 2000s, so so we don't have to touch them now for ages. There we go, and you and you and you and you. Oh goodness! I mean, the game. I presume. Oh, don't hear it. No, let's not do that. Let's do. Yeah, that's it. The game is pushing the electrification. The tramways quite in some directions here, kind of involuntarily. There we are. How's everyone doing? What's the chat? When will the Cambridge Autonomous Metro unlock on this game? Ho ho ho! Very good. What have I missed? I think is that everything? I haven't gone into the depot. I need to go into the depot, obviously. I think that's us, isn't it? Is that us? Have we done it? Are we there? We probably are, aren't we? In which case, let me do, where are we? This, and this, and this, and then do this. Oof, there we are. See what that does in Kingston. Oh, that's a hell of a look at this! Look at this! Look at this tram wiring, and look at the catenary for that. It's not really catenary; it's tram line electrification. Look at that! There it goes. Little tram. This is a gauge clearance issue here. I'm not sure about what the industry's doing, parking a load of stuff on the pavement there. It's a disaster. Anyway, right, that's that. So, what was I waffling on about? Let's hang around in these parts for now. So, GNR. Well, actually, you know what? I could benefit from zooming out so I can see all of these. Maybe even I can do this and I can see everything. No, not quite. Oh no, I'm there. I can see all of the stations on my XL, which means I can now leave this up without pestering you all. Yeah, that was quite something. I like that. That's chaos. I mean, phew, gee whiz. Quite something, isn't it? Gonna have to come down and take some pictures of that at some point. Anyway, I like this big avenue. This comes down, connects the sea, the harbour up to the station. Quite grand. Everyone loves this station because of the. Everyone loves this station because of the state of the station throw. Game is having a bit of... There we are, the station throw. That was a bit laggy. Sorry, everyone. Look at that. It's just stunning. It doesn't get any less stunning every time I look at it. Oh, I love it so much. Oh. Anyway. Right, so... what else are we looking at? Let's look at cost per passenger. Interestingly, Shanklin Central is one of the most disused, like underused stations. Shanklin Central is at the other end of the Great Central Main Line. So the idea of that being an underused station is quite surprising, really. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of game lag, which is really shedding my really PowerPoint presentation in this one for you folks. Why do you all bear with it? There are over 50 of you watching this right now. What? It's just so shonky. Yeah, when that station throat gets electrified, I've got a sneaking suspicion that it'll get rationalised before it gets electrified. But, you know, that's my gut instinct. It's not necessarily what will actually happen. Oh my goodness, come on. It's May 1896, folks. We're rapidly pushing our way through towards the end of the century. Which means when we reach the end of the century, we'll have had 50 years of railway construction. There we are. That's Harrogate Junction. So if we keep going, we'll get ourselves to Shanklin Central. There it is. So Shanklin Central. Again, you look at Shanklin Central, which I've just zoomed in on, I hope. Next door to our fave. Everyone's fave station. Everyone absolutely loves Shanklin Great Western. Don't know why, but everyone loves it. Anyway, there it is. There's Shanklin Central. It is a big old station, I suppose, with a big old station building and not that used. Look, it's quite quiet, you know, particularly this year, crikey. Yeah, it's interesting that its usage is kind of peaks and troughs. I suppose it depends on what services people are deciding to take, whether more people are taking the southern. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, there's the station, kind of nestled in over the top of the Great Northern, and then you've got Victoria over here. There's Victoria. Not much build-up around it, is it? It's kind of a bit weird and alone. Victoria is hopelessly over-specified. Like, Shanklin Victoria is, like, massively expensive per passenger because it's huge and not many people drop in there. Yeah, there's lots of people talking about current issues. It's just true, but the thing is, we're talking the thing in the 1890s that some of these considerations were a thing. Oh yeah, people are talking about electrification. Yeah, there's lots of people think about that, folks. There is so long before electrification is going to happen on this line. Let's face it. Let's watch this nice 440 whiz. I mean, I say whiz. There's nothing whizzy about it with the lag on the go. Come on, lag. We want to watch the steam train go past. There, now. Pretend you didn't see any of that. And then let's watch it again. for it. There we go. That's more like it. Oh no, it's lagged in the middle. You can see it happens when all this slow lag happens when all the cash comes in. Anyway, why not simply utilise Victoria better? Because it's it's operated by a railway company that has no more services to run through it. There's nowhere else they've got to serve. They just built a big prestige station because they wanted to compete with the others. If they built a poxy little tiny station, then no one would be in. Passengers at the time wouldn't have an interest in going to it if it was just a poxy little sideshow. Whereas, you know, if it's a grand station, people get the feeling that they can go to lots of destinations from it. In any case, they have cheaped out to an extent because they've not put any awnings. They've not put any platform shelters. There's not a train shed on it. They've just got bare platforms. So they are cutting corners in some way. Loving the embankment. Nice. Spending a lot of time on this lovely embankment. Look at this long embankment. It's nice, isn't it? Anyway. Where else have we got to? I've completely lost track of what stations we were going through. Let me go back to my thing and just order it again by cost per passenger, forgetting the station companies. Yeah, okay, let's do that, and then I keep working my way through. So, Uckfield, Stamford, Great Northern, we'd kind of looked at. Raleigh Town. Does everyone remember Raleigh Town? Remember when that was built? Yeah, there's not a huge amount of capacity into Shanklin Victoria anyway, you're right. There's only really one kind of two-track access. So if I go up to... we're getting there, folks. Why did trams electrify before heavy rail? It's because trams were electrified a lot before heavy rail. If you look back to the time that electric trams were arriving, they were appearing kind of pretty early doors, and heavy rail required more power, whereas DC could get a small amount of juice into a small vehicle pretty easily. There's Shepshed. Go over the causeway, push our way through whatever this lag is, and have a look at Raleigh Town. Let's go down here and have a look at Raleigh Town Station. Is there anything we can do about it? It's sort of there's not much going on at Raleigh Town Station, I think. Yeah, that's it. There it is. It's the old terminus of the Lowestoft Raleigh Railway, if you remember that from back in the day. And it's pretty simple, isn't it? Which is interesting. It's such a small station. I'm surprised that it's cost so much per passenger, but I presume it's because no one really travels to it. Yeah, it's not got that much in the way of passengers. See, it's mixed fortunes of late. Here it is. Yeah, it's a tiny little thing, isn't it? Very small. So that was Raleigh Town. Shanklin Victoria we've done. We looked at Westminster. Chesterfield Pier is coming up on my list as well, which is funny. So not many people are using the pier station. That's the sea, folks. That's just a lake. Not many people are using the little pier station, which is a shame, isn't it? There's a few folks sort of stood around, but this is one of the ones that's quite expensive per head, possibly because it's got two kind of flanking station buildings, maybe. Anyway, I like this Chesterfield setup. I think it's really nice. It's got this. It's doing all right. It's got some big buildings here, some kind of big commercial buildings. Yeah. What's this over here? That's just some local services running through. Chesterfield is rammed. Whoa, crikey. Really, really busy. So, right, we're working our way through. As soon as I get to below $100 per passenger head, we'll flip and start looking at a different measure of kind of station big or smallness or need to upgrade. So, let's see, we've got, that was Chesterfield, Shanklin Central we've looked at, Ashbourne Pier. That's miles away. That's Chesterfield. There's Dorchester. Let's whiz over this way. We're going over to... oh my goodness, the lag. Come on. I'll tell you what, maybe I should get rid of some stuff like this. Yeah, get rid of you and get rid of you and get rid of you. Let's just have this and this and this on. In fact, not even trains. Let's keep trains off and we can... oh no, actually, I'm going to have trains on. I find it reassuring to see the little bobbling white icons shifting around the place. There's Kroll. Oh, I bet Kroll has to be on the list, surely. Well, it's quite far down. It must be quite well used, because Kroll is massive for it. Yeah, let's go down to Kroll. Kroll has got a couple of services running into it. It's got a couple of, like, basically suburban services running in. But I'd be surprised if it gets decent numbers, but I think it must do, because... look, it's a massively overbuilt station. Look at the size of the thing. It's a hugely overbuilt station, and yet... Yeah, it must have enough people kind of whizzing in and out that it's not too much of an issue. Yeah, it's crazy. Terminal charge. Yeah, it's not. It's really not a heavily used station. 54 and 40. Where is it? Oh no, it is there. It's kind of 23rd on the list. So it is quite OTT. We're heading down to Ashbourne Pier, though, aren't we? So let's do just that. There is Wakefield and continue on the Great Northern. You can see the Great Northern at the top of the screen there. Where are we getting to? There is Rugeley. You can see all the freight trains working, the kind of the oil trains working their way around Rugeley. That's kind of Rugeley's main industry. There is Ashbourne Pier. I think it's quite a small station, so I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. But yeah, not that many people use it. I mean, to be fair, the only people that need to use it, no one interchanges there. It's only people who are using the ferry, which you can see has declined a lot. When did we build the pier? It was or the tunnel under it was what was it? 18? Was it 80? Was it like 86 or something? 87. You can see the numbers. I think the numbers peaked before the tunnel was built, and then the tunnel was built, and people just aren't using the ferries much anymore. There's a train on its way in. See how many people are on the train? So it's the 18. But what are they doing there? Are they all going to get off here? Let's find out. Oh golly! Or let's not find out because we're PowerPoint sliding. There we go. If I was a professional YouTuber, you could call me out on this, but I'm not, so no sympathy. I've bought one new PC this year. I'm not buying a second one. Come on now. Oh yeah, they literally did all get out and they've all hopped in. So I mean, it's not clearly not that small a number of people using it. Ashbourne Town is much busier because this is an interchange between the Great Central and the Midlands, so more people are here. So yeah. Make it the Leeds of the... Jermaine says that I should close the tram system and make it the Leeds of the archipelago. You're all jumping miles ahead of yourself. It's the 1890s. It's boom time. 1896. So, where else are we going to go? Let's have a think. That was the Ashbourne Pier. Ipswich Great Northern. You remember Ipswich Great Northern? There are two Ipswich stations. There's Ipswich. Because there's the line skirting along to the south of Ipswich. There's Ipswich Great Northern. It is quite a large station. It's got the longest platform on the map. Actually, it's got a 240 meter long platform by kind of by accident because of this 120 meter bay platform here. So that's quite interesting. Is this it's an express service whizzing its way through with 0 passengers in it, kind of as you'd expect. Expresses are really just, the game doesn't get expresses. It doesn't get long distance expresses at all. It really does get confused. So that's nice. That's nice to see. There's all sorts of stuff going on here. It's nice. All sorts. Right. So, where are we going to go to next? Ellesmere Metropolitan. Yeah. Now this is also, we've not looked down at Ellesmere for, got to be like since the start of the series or something. Ellesmere is down. Where are we? Let's go down. Where are we? Time to cut more ferries to improve the frame rate. Maybe. You haven't really looked at the shipping. Shipping's kind of doing fine. I probably need to think about freight once we hit the next century. I think freight we'll have to think about. There's Ellesmere. Sorry, I was going down the wrong end of the of the map. There we go. There's Ellesmere, and it's there's Ellesmere, and it's got a nice little metropolitan. It's terminus of the metropolitan. It's got a little major building there. That's probably why it's expensive. It's well accessed. It's not serving most good chunk of the town as well. Ellesmere is not a growth spot. It's kind of the end. It's very much the terminus. It's very much the Cockfosters of our railway system. Anyway, there it is. There's a train pootling along. Yeah, I see. That's nice, isn't it? Just enjoying another train whiz past. It's always nice. We are here to see trains doing their thing, aren't we? That expresses how stop HS2, perceive HS2. Thanks, Ella. Yes, you're probably right. Right, that was sort of Ellesmere, Melksham, Stratford. Okay, there's loads of stations there that are actually, yeah, Melksham is fine. Stratford Ferry. Oh, Stratford Ferry. That's an interesting one. We haven't looked up at Stratford Ferry for a while. So Stratford Ferry is a station just north of Mag Hull. So if we follow this big old urban sprawl, Stamford up to Mag Hull, it's this little branch line here that goes up to the ferry, and I think it's quite busy. So yeah, if we have a look at the, yeah, there's there are. It's just a little branch line with a little ferry service that operates 8 passengers in that train and 7. So you know, it's not filling the coffers, as it were, but it's not an unreasonably busy little bit of railway. Yeah, it's got quite a large station. Yeah, understandable that it's yeah. How's this ferry doing? See, it carries a fair number of people, and it basically is a connection between Mag Hull and Stratford, and it is still pretty popular and busy. Oh, Stratford's doing all right, isn't it? Stratford Station, as you'd imagine, has no risk of being absolutely no risk of being costing too much, because it has a lot of passengers using it at any given moment. You know, we've got 146 waiting for the Stratford to Bury stopper, lots of trains going all directions. There's freight pulls into the station still. I love Stratford. I've got a soft spot for Stratford, actually, partly because of this sexy station throw up here. Look at this sexy station throw. Look at that. Look at this. Nice train going in that direction. Trains going in all directions. What's this train over here? Oh, it's the what is it? Oh, it's the Stratford to Morecambe service. That's nice. Anyway, right. That's enough of that. So, what's this? Oh yeah, it's mixed goods. What's in it? Some tools. Some tools. Okay. Let's see how Wooler's doing, actually, because Wooler Junction, rather, it's pretty busy, isn't it? What's this little thing here? Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It's got a little old coach on the back, but it's got 3 new coaches at the front. I quite enjoy little mixed setups, because yes, they go a bit slower, but actually I don't know, I quite like them. They're nice. Ella, you're fixated with London Victoria Station. It's an awful station. I don't know how you have any love for it whatsoever. There we go. It's another train. Oh, look at this one. It's a one-coach wonder. Ha! I like that. That's funny. Full, though, so, you know, make of that what you will. A load of people going to get off here, or are they all sat in waiting to keep going? Yeah, a load of people literally got off at this junction station. Why and where from? What? From Stratford to here? What train are they then going to catch? It's bizarre. Anyway, I'm sure they have their reasons. Very strange. Let's see. Jermaine, of course, yeah, definitely. Let's see the trains. I do enjoy seeing all the trains going all over the place. It does make me very happy. Look at this. It's nice. I do love. I am enjoying this game actually a lot. I'm really enjoying this game. Blackpool is a busy station, I think. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty busy. A lot of people coming in and out of Blackpool. So we've looked at a load of stations that are kind of quite large, and kind of. What I'm going to do now is we're going to look at what was the figure I was going to look at? Oh yeah, utilization. So I'm going to swap my spreadsheet up now, and I'm going to put the least and most utilized. So the smallest number. Actually, you know what? Let's flip back to here so you can see my stats. Oh, OBS is white screen. That's no good. Right, we're back on the stats page, everyone. So I've just reordered by utilization. So this is like the least utilized stations, and then down to the most utilised. So Chesterfield is by far the most utilised station, which is quite interesting. Which kind of gives me a feeling that, in fact, let's swap this over. Let's put that largest to smallest. This gives me an idea of the overcrowded stations we have. So maybe that's a good guide to see where I need to be doing some upgrades. So maybe let's go up to Chesterfield, actually, and let's do some stuff at Chesterfield. This way. It's just frozen, don't worry, folks. Oh, I need to go back to OBS and flip to the game screen anyway, right? So, there we are. Yeah, we're good. You can see again now. Yeah, the game is frustrating, and I'm enjoying this game. That is pretty much my feelings on it. It really is that much of a kind of one or the other. Let's go in here. I think let's expand Chesterfield. It's a big station. It's a busy station, and have a look at this. Look how many trains are using each platform. It's crazy. So let us expand this station right now. Let's pause as well, just for the sake of giving us a bit of breathing space. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to, first of all, grow the length of the platforms. There we go. And I'm going to pop in. Now, do I want to double? Yeah, I'm going to double these, actually. Yeah, there we go. And then tracks. Yeah, lovely. Kind of looks like... Is that right? Is it? Oh yeah, it has got that. Oh, crikey. Okay, well let's do that then. If I've done that on the other side, and then platforms again. Platforms here, 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 and here. Now, what's the size of the building? It's not a huge building, is it? Really? Do we want to expand it? Do I have the capacity to expand it? Oh, of course I'm thinking don't. Never quite have enough space, do I? So what I'm going to do, maybe, what I'll do is expand it out that way a bit. There we go. So it's got a bit of extra space. You need more passenger, sort of, more space to sell tickets and so on if you've built a bigger station. There we go. So that's that. Very nice. Now we just need to plumb it in, basically. How are we going to do that? And what am I going to do a section of like 4 tracking here to kind of bypass the junction, perhaps? That might be one way to do it. Let's have a think. Yeah, possibly. Let's sort the money situation out while I'm at it as well. Yeah, so on this side, we're going to go for a pretty straightforward. I don't want 40, I want to increase that a bit, actually. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Let's go. Let's double junction this up to a 40. There we are. Yeah, lovely. I mean, that kind of is a bit funky geometry-wise. You'd not do that kind of kink, really. I wonder if I can just... Yeah. Trouble is, that's kind of... Yeah, stuff it. I don't like that. It's unrealistic geometry. And unrealistic geometry makes me have angers. So, actually, let's do this. There we go. Yep, that's more like it. And let's do the same here. Actually, can I go? Let's go more like, if I do that, is that? Yeah, that'll do it. That's more like it. There we are, that's more like how that would look. Nice. Let me just smooth that sod out. Up the strength. Don't forget the underpass for the stations. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. I need to make sure. I was thinking don't forget that when I have now forgotten it. So yeah, good prompt. Thank you, Martin. And let's just... Oh, golly, no. Ballast, please. Thank you. There we go. I'll just ballast this up because this would just be a 10-foot. So, no, there, done. Happy days. There we go. Let's just... tidy that up a bit. Oh. Yes, game. Don't crash. This isn't the time to crash, please. Oh. Hey, come on. There we are. Marvellous. How stable of the game? Not. Let me... where is it? It's over there. Good. Misc. Drop that in. We're actually... What I'm going to do, I'm going to be a bit crazy. I'm going to put in... I'm going to double these up just for a bit of nice symmetry. You know, I like my stations to be a little bit different. So this one's got double staircases, subways to get through. So there we are. So that's one end done. Now we just need to sort this end out. This end is a bit more complicated. We're going to have... I'm going to 4-track like this here. Or am I going to do it like that? Or am I going to maybe... I'll do that for now, but then I'll just have to think about whether I actually want to... Yeah, actually, I think... Just... Is that a straight line there? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh dear. So now if I do this... Yeah. Oh dear. Many bad things have happened there. Excuse me. Right, so if I put that as a straight for now, and then have it come through there, is that going to give me my 75? That kind of is. Yeah, that I can deal with. And as someone's alluded to earlier, I can LSI that if I need to at a later date. Right, there we go. That's that. Good. Let's just... why do I keep doing that? There we go. There we are. And... good. Get me nice ballast in. There we go. Drop the ballast off. Good. And then just join this sucker in. Right, there we are. Let's do that with a 50. No, that's too much. $40. There we go. I suppose I could have extended that a bit further back to give a bit more breathing space to that junction. In fact, that is what I'm going to do. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That was a disaster. It's okay. Let's do an extra signal block's worth of distance to there. I'll kibosh those signals, and then I literally will kibosh those signals, and then whiz that in here. So let's get that 40 on our turn out there. There we go. Let's signalize this whole lot. So, oh, let me just switch signals on so I can actually see where they are. So we want to have a signal going that way and a signal protecting that going that way. Lovely. And another one there. There we are. That's three-way. Marvellous. And then want to have a signal here and here and also here and here. And then another one here and here, I think. And approach signal and departure signals on the platforms as well, I think. There we go, yeah. Yeah, and likewise, I'm going to repeat that on the other side. I think there's enough. Is there enough space coming in there? Yeah, I think so. That's coming through. What size have I got? Probably fit 3 in there, actually. Probably put that a bit further this way as well. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to just do that. Give a bit of space, just sort of even the distance in between those two a bit more. Yeah, nice. And then I just need to signalise this junction down here, which will involve me... I mean, I need to basically re-signal this whole lot anyway, because it's not nearly dense enough, given how much traffic there is through here. There, and also you there, and you there, I think. Yeah. And get rid of you two. What's that? That's going that way. Yeah, okay, so... should probably also, while I'm here, just build... build a little crossing of this, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, good. Let's just sort that out. What are you doing? Oh, okay, fine, I'll do that. Have it as a straight line and then... Boom, there's our road on that side, and let me just snip this up on this side. Ugh, what are you doing? There we are. Boom, that's better. Yeah, I just need to connect this on the other side now. Sorry, I know none of you care for road construction, but you know, these things are important. There we are. Nice. That gets us sorted around there. Very good. Oh, LSI, line speed improvement. Single tree between the two sets of tracks. Where is said single tree? Oh, is there one? Oh, this one here. Veg management. It's gone. Let's signal up. So that's there. Let's put this here. And put another one here. There we go. Oh, come on. There we are. That'll do. I think maybe this could do with an additional signal block as well, actually. Considering how many trains kind of whiz through here. I mean, if I press play again, everything kind of runs alright, doesn't it? So, anyway, right, while we're here, let's quickly alter some terminals, because nothing's going through 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 are on the other side. Let's maybe split... What should we do? Which ones are the ones that go down to... So we'll leave all the GWR ones in there and maybe put the GNR services up here. Is that going to work? Now, if I go... So 1 needs to go to 3. 6 to 3. 3. Oh, that seemed to work. And then likewise, this needs to go to 4, and this to 4, and this to 4. Now, what about the Midland one? Shall I do the Midland as well? So that one needs to go to 3. Is that working? Oh, that seemed to work. And that to 4. That seems to have worked. And then leave the others as GWR. Yeah. I mean, I could probably do that better by doing it by, like, which direction they're peeling off in, but, yeah, that seems to be a neatish way to do it. Yeah, I'm at peace with that. Any other thoughts, everyone else? Don't forget those rail signals you demoed at the crossing. Yeah, I think I've fixed those here, haven't I? Yeah, I replaced those, don't worry. It's transport fever, not... Yeah, thanks, Joseph June. Yeah, your support is welcome. Anyway, right, we've built up Chesterfield. Chesterfield is now a larger station, and we're going to also... This is Chesterfield Great Northern. They want too long has that station not been called Chesterfield Great Northern. Now it is Chesterfield Great Northern. There's no ambiguity as to who owns this station, even if the architectural style is a little different to the other Great Northern stations. Nice. There we go. Okay. We've expanded Chesterfield. Now, nearby Chesterfield, or rather not nearby, but down our little branch line, which I adore. Let's go down our little branch line. There's another station that I know we need to do something about. I just love this bit where it kind of runs through the town. I do love it when they're on the coast like that. I think it just looks great. There we are. What's this down here? Poxy little thing. What's this going to? Where's it going to? It's going to Raleigh. Yeah. Ooh, now that's more like it. What's this? And how busy is it? It's a pretty busy Midland service that uses this branch line. It's quite cool, isn't it? Tramway chaotic neutral. Yeah, agreed. Wooler Station is a shambles. Why do I say that it is a shambles? Because on this side, it is a mess of priorities and depriorities. There's a forward platform they need to take out. There's the trains use junctions instead of through routes. It's just, so if I show you the routes through here, look at this, it's horrible. It's just horrible. So, what needs to happen is that the old siding basically gets put out of use, and the new a new alignment basically is kind of asserts itself. So what I'm going to do is start all that work now. So for example, what I'm going to do is do this. There we go. That's step 1. And then step 2 will be where are we? Good, lovely. And because you know what I'm like, I'm just going to do my normal. Now I think if I now... that should now look a lot better. Yeah, there we go. It's much nicer, isn't it? That's that problem solved. Lovely. Oh, I tell you what isn't solved though, is this looks a bit... let's do that and just grow that a little bit. What time is it? 2013. Lovely, and then I can smooth that on that side. Grand. There we are. Wooler, slightly better modelled, and you know the freight sidings there can stay in place, but they're no longer are you having to traverse S&C to kind of get through, kind of turnouts to get where you need to be. Also, let's bang in a few signals because this is a shambles as well. Yeah, we can just do. Yeah, and. How long is it? It is 140 meters, so it's not a small. Yeah, there we go. Good. Marvelous. I'm happy with that. Are you yikesing how it used to be? Yeah, it used to be a mess. Now it's quite a nice little sort of island platform now. It's not hugely popular. It's not a hugely busy station. I mean, it's not too bad. Let's pop in. Let's while we're here, let's pop in some. There, that's nice, isn't it? We've got a. You know what though? Let's not the whole way. Let's just do the. Yeah, that's better. A bit more realistic. There we go. It's a nice size. We've got the freight siding still doing its thing if it's needed, although it isn't at the moment. Happy days, happy days. What other stations we got? So in terms of stations that are ridiculously overburdened, Shepshed Great Western is another one. So that is over here. Now why is that? Because it's not really an exchange station. You know, what's it got running through? I mean, I suppose there's a lot of services running through it. Quite busy. The trouble is with Shepshed, there's not really any space to expand it. Like, it's quite constrained already. It's got a level crossing on either side. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good... Why am I covering the... Oh, wait a minute. What Michael C is suggesting that I cover the subway over here. Nah. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, that might look... Because it might look quite nice. I'm going to go with that. it gives it it's already lopsided, so actually maybe it'll have quite a nice look to it, almost like some of the stations that Tim's been visiting. Yeah, I quite like that actually. It's kind of got a bit of a kind of a lopsided look to it. I quite like that. Thanks, Michael C. Good suggestion. Do you get bonus points? Wooler and Shepshed. Yeah, I know, right? For sheep fans everywhere. Right, the next spot. So that's Shepshed Great Western. Okay, so that's ridiculously overused. Really busy. You know where the next place is on my list of like kind of saturated stations? Corby Midland. Now let's head over to Corby Midland. It's February 1897. We're heading down to Corby Midland. Now, if you remember what Corby Midland is, it's over here. Oh. Here, thank you. Corby Midland is hilarious. So it's not like the platforms aren't crazy busy, but it is. Oh, Isabel Patel. Hi. Oh, there's a train. I presume that is an express that's just going to whiz through without stopping. That was quite fun. I enjoyed that. There we are. The answer is yes. That train ain't stopping. There we go. Sorry, I'm just spying. Some of these trains do look pretty knick-knack, don't they? That's a pretty rusty train. We are going to have to check out some of the maintenance on some of these, you're right. Oof, that's looking a bit hagged. I'll do it off-stream, because it's a bit dry. I think it's a bit unless you've got complaints otherwise, I think doing the vehicle replacement can be a bit boring. I'm not going to expand the station, because I can't. But what I can do is put a roof on it. Because it's a busy station. It's basically because most things pull through, like pull in when they go past. There we are. There we go. Look at that. There that goes. That's some pretty old rolling stock as well. Crikey, Mikey. I sense a cascade incoming, by the way. It'd be great if we can reach 1900 by the end of the stream, wouldn't it? We'll see. It might be that we break into the new century in the next stream. Scrolling on the PDF and you still can't find Corby. Corby is between Paignton and Richmond. So it's in the lake. It's in kind of this lakeland area. It's sort of on the Great Central's line between Kingston and Shanklin. So it's on there kind of yeah, and you can see there the junction here, which is the kind of the remodeled junction. You see the old route of the railway there. Yeah, there. Where is that train that's going this way? I think there's a lot of Midland services whiz along here. What's this? This has to be... Surely these are all knackered, right? Yeah, they are. They all look pretty knackered. There we go, anyway. So there goes that. I quite like those old coaches. They're going to have to get replaced at some point, though, because they are getting on a bit, I'd imagine. There we go. So that's Corby. Right, what's the next station we're going to head to? I told this was going to be a tour of the stations. Will I ever expand this station? Corby. It can't. It's stuck. It's really restricted. It was built... It's small. Buildings everywhere. In the middle of the urban sprawl. It serves quite a sizable little population. No, it can't get expanded. It's a real tricky site. What they could do is actually... They could, I suppose, stop her up this road and extend the platforms in that direction. That is a possibility, but for now, they're not. They're just going with it. It's fine. People are expected to sort of hop off onto the ballast and make their way over to their destinations. What's that? Is it a residential building? Ding dong. Built in 1893. There we are. I like this little thing here. It's quite nice, isn't it? So just you wait until we get into the 1900s and we've got all this new stock. I will definitely be doing some like entire episodes dedicated to just whizzing along in the front of a train looking at the nice things around. Look at this. Look how nice this all is. It's lovely, isn't it? Look at this. This is just Corby. It's a nice little Corby. What's that over there? It's a parked up train. Why is the train parked up? There's traffic. Uh-oh. Is this congestion? Oh, is it? Why? Why are things stopping? Oh, it's because it's waiting for that. Oh yeah, crikey. There needs to be another signal down here then, doesn't there? Let's do that right now. Yeah, we don't want that holding up our expresses. Crikey, that's a disaster. It's going to be a very angry series of express passengers sat in there. What's that heading off to? Yeah, that's the Kingston to Shanklin Express. Everyone's pissed off in there now because they've been sat waiting at a signal for a flipping local poxy stopping service. Boo. Right, next. That was Corby. We're going to go to Dorchester Junction. Interesting. This is a busy station that is allegedly got not much in terms of scale. So there's Lowestoft doing its thing. Has anyone actually started building houses in this spot yet? No, they haven't really, have they? I wonder if it'll ever happen. Anyway, going to whiz over here, over this little bridge, and arrive in Dorchester, which again, yeah, is quite a small station, this, isn't it? It's pretty busy. It's got... Oh, it's not that busy. What's most people... Oh, okay, I mean, it can be. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. It looks alright. I don't know what they're moaning about. It's fine. Dorchester Junction. Absolutely fine. No sweat. We've been to Wooler Junction. Oh, but Wooler Junction's kind of fine. It's kind of alright, isn't it? I mean, could I extend the platforms here? Probably. That's fine. Oh, James P. Isn't the Midland service at Chesterfield Great Northern running through Chesterfield Pier? So shifting it to the new platform, make it do... Oh, maybe? Let me go in and have a look. Is it really doing weird stuff? Oh, maybe. Kingston to Frome. So it goes up to Stratford, then Wooler Junction, then Chesterfield Great Northern. Oh yeah, you're right. Messed up. Let me swap that back then. And this one as well. Yeah, good shout. Oh, crikey. Right, does that mean I've got a load of services that are totally out of kilter on this now? That's not. That's fortuitously not. That is. Oh god, where is this train running? Where is it going, and where is it taking all 47 people to, who are just going to be so peeved? That's like a long loop, isn't it? Oh dear. What should we do about that? I'm sure is there a crossover along here? Yeah, there is. Right, let's do this. Oh no, let's not do this. That's going to pull forwards. So is there another one in a stupid place as well? No, it is just that one that's in a stupid place. Okay. We're going to fix this, folks. We're going to fix this. Once this train is clear and this one starts moving, which is now, we are going to flip it. We're going to flip it. We just need it to... Wait for it. Yeah, I might want to check the other platform allocations, you're right. Yeah, keep going, keep going. I need it to get beyond this signal, and then I think it'll work. To reverse. Oh, no, it needs to go further to get to the other side of the S&C. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Nearly there. There, happy. That's good. That's fixed. Let me have a look at these then. Let's pause again. And I don't think any of the ones I put here are screwed up. Let's have a look though. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. This one. This Haverhill to Raleigh Stopper is also fine because that runs through Dorchester, Lowestoft. Sorry, Raleigh, Yeah, Dorchester, Chesterfield, that's fine. And then Southport to Crawl is Southport, Blackpool, Shepshed, Chesterfield, Dorchester. Yeah, that's fine too. So that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for checking, though. Thanks for checking, everyone. Right, what's the next place we're going to go to? That was Dorchester. We've been to Wooler Junction. Blackpool. We had a look at Blackpool. I think Blackpool's fine. Blackpool is fine. It's busy, but it's... I don't think there's anything that needs expanding. They've got 140-metre platforms. Oh, these are a bit funky. Also, what are all these? Is this just road traffic? Good grief, it's getting congested, isn't it? What's the road congestion like? It's getting pretty busy, isn't it? Gripes. I presume it's just because that's a bit of the railway is busy. Do we have a bridge option? Can I build a bridge in the town anywhere? Oof. It's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? Road through the centre of the town, level crossing. So the station maybe isn't an issue, but I think the road is. So let us... I found a solution, folks. They're going to do it. They're going to do it with... can I? No. Has that worked? Oh, it kind of has. Trouble is, that's now going to be really difficult to reach. It's too steep. It's going to be too steep. Oof. Almost a tricky one. How am I going to do that? Have a little think. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. It's getting upset because of buildings, isn't it? If I got rid of the buildings, that would help. The trouble is, I don't exactly know where I'm going to put the bridge, so... M&N for arching for the road. Does it actually work? Oh yeah, I forget that that's a thing. Oh, but it looks horrible though, so there's that. That's not destroyed anything, so I'm going to position that there and see if I can... Too much slope, too much slope, too much slope. Yeah, I figured. I think the only way I'm going to get a bridge to be built over the... Oh, it's tricky, isn't it? Maybe if I do with the smaller bridge, that maybe will help. Perhaps? Maybe? Maybe? I don't really want to commit to bulldozing houses until I'm sure whether it will or will not fit. What's the chat? What are people saying? M&M for arching. Yeah. Then you can start lower. Does that work though? Start lower, start one lower, and then through. By the look of it, I can kind of go lower anyway. Is that really what I want to build? Something that looks like that? Looks horrible. But it works, so there's that. I've done it. I've even bulldozed a really big hotel for the benefit of it as well. The thing is, that looks pants on that side. Kind of mixed feelings about that. Let's go with it for now anyway. And shall I then use that as an excuse to do this? Yes, I shall use this as an excuse to do this. Ah, but what it does mean is that I've... Oh, I haven't... Have I? Let me just... Sorry, let me just look at the road. Because there's a... Oh, does anything call there? Nothing waiting. What's that from? What did I have running there that stopped there? There is no... Interesting. Huh. Fine. Whatever. That works. Now it's flat. Very confused. Anyway, whatever. It's done the job, and we've got rid of the level crossing, which will help with the congestion there, so people can't complain too much. What I might do is this though, which is to get oh, that's kind of fun. I quite like that. I never noticed you could do that. Anyway, all I'm using is that as an excuse to do that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's now... Oh, let's also bulldoze those then. Stuff it. The house has got to go anyway, folks. Yeah, there we go. And likewise on this side, we'll need to bulldoze our house. Yeah, nice. There we go. Where's this train heading to? That's a big beast. Oh, it's quite full as well. Leighton to Lowestoft. Ah, yeah, that would make sense as a busy one. Look at that go. There we are. Ah, while we're here as well, let us bring up the lines thing and have a look at our railway lines and see what the profitable and non-profitable ones are. This is not too bad, actually. GWR, interestingly, GWR Leighton to Lowestoft is the one that's doing the worst, given its balance. But actually, that is not too bad. We've got some profitable ones. These, and these. The Shanklin to Framlingham stopper is doing all right for itself. Anyway, there we go. This is now unbelievably busy as a road. So clearly, the town of Blackpool is pleased about constructing this. Anyway, whoa, what was that? Was that constructing itself? That would be a yes. Okay. Oh, that's quite nice. That's clearly something. There used to be a bridge there. It's now altered. I quite like that. It's quite cool. Anyway, happy days. Blackpool continues to grow. So that was Blackpool. Next up, we looked at Stamford Midland, actually, which is pretty busy. Stamford Midland is over here. There's Stamford. So we've got like a very empty station and then a very busy station here, Stamford Midland. Oh. Excuse me. What's that? Oh, it's a funny little Midland train doing its thing. How odd. Yeah, this is pretty busy. Yeah, it's a pretty busy station. 200 people dropping in and out. But also, it's fine. It's probably fine. How many services are coming through? Like, yeah. Ooh. Treats. What is this? Klondike. What is that and what benefit does it provide me? If I go down here... This is still... So if I... Right, okay. Right, so... while I sort out my financial situation... let's have a look at the boat lines and see which ones are doing alright for themselves. This is so inconsistent. I want it to list me by the ones that's busiest. Clacton, that's fine. That's fine. Lovely. Which ones are doing alright? So this Bodmin Ferry Company. Let's go down to Bodmin Ferry, shall we? Now let's see. Now if I swap this out with oh, I just had another thought, which is maybe I should do this as well, just to work out which boat I'm gonna swap out and which one's the first that's gonna go pop. Oh, they're all in fairly good condition actually. Stuff it. So I'm gonna change this vehicle here. I'm gonna swap out with this new one and see. What was it? Klondike. Now what? Large. So it needs a large. It needs a large pier. Which ain't gonna happen here. So what size is this thing then? If it's is it fast? Oh, it's pretty fast. Carries people and stuff. And it's large and it carries lots of people and... Oh, okay. So that compared to that, that's 16. This is 19. Oh, maybe I should swap this out on some of the kind of the services over on the other coast. Actually, it looks a lot more like a long distance vessel. What are your thoughts? What do you say? Is the MV June profitable? Oh, good question. Let's find out, shall we? The MV June is. It is not profitable, no. It's in debt by nearly 100 grand. Sauce, folks. What else have we got? We've got a load of passenger vehicles here that run a variety of lines. So these are all in mediocre condition. Interesting. So the MV Froome. Now this runs Orpington to Lowestoft. Okay. So let's have a look at these. So maybe let's swap this out with... Let's do it. It's happened. What does it look like? Oh, that's quite nice. It's quite low set, isn't it? Crikey, it kind of looks like it's going to get overtopped at the slightest breath of wind. But there we go. Okay, cool. It's like a rear-mounted paddle steamer of sorts. What else should we swap out? So it's the RAS Company Limited. Let's have a look at what we can spy vehicles-wise here. So we've got Orpington to Portsmouth is still this poxy little thing. Is it busy? It's pretty busy. Let's swap this one out too. What condition? It's mediocre condition. Let's swap that one out too. And what's this? This is Portsmouth to Clacton. That's... Is that busy? No, it's not particularly. It's fine. Let's leave that one. What else have we got, though, here? What lines are busy? So we've got Flitwick, Cambridge. That's pretty busy. It's kind of fine. Harpenden. Flitwick to Harpenden. Sorry, Flitwick to Westminster. Shanklin to Clacton. How busy are these? These are these two. They're both pretty busy, surprisingly. Maybe I'll swap these two out with the new vessels. Yeah, let's do it. There we are. I think they go to large ports, so that's fine. Shanklin to Oban. Are these? They're both more empty. Right, let's leave those then. There we go. So, yeah. Bit of shipping variety. That's kind of nice. I like that. That's the good thing about this island being, this map being huge, is that you can kind of have some quite interesting looking things. Again, we've got an issue here where we need more, oh golly, a lot more. Where are they all? Click on here so I can see my delivery vehicles. How many? 12. Let's go for 16. And another 16. Yeah. Yeah. Marvellous. Right, so I've expanded on that. Yeah, sorry. There we are. Right. What else was I waffling on about? What time is it now? Oh, crikey, Mikey, it's 20 to 9. Right, that's quite enough of that. What is it? It's 1898. We're working our way through 1898. I'm going to probably do a bit of like vehicle upgrading off stream, but we've done a few things here. What I'm going to do is leave this running for 20 minutes, looking at a station. So get your votes in now for which station we're going to look at. We've done a few bits and pieces, haven't we? We've ticked some things off there. I think I can tick off that I've remodeled Wooler Station. Tick. I need to... Let's see. Next time, given the new stations, we're going to need to expand station depots. So I'm going to build some company station depots. So like lines of depot trains positioned in such a way they can get everywhere, and start closing some of the provincial ones. So that's a thing that needs to happen. And also some stuff about remodeling Southport's approaches. So a few things. So where do you want to go and sit and watch? What's a busy station throughout that you just want to sit and see stuff happening at? We could pick one of the small stations if you like that's got a lot going on, or we could park in Bridport, or pick your location, or we could find one of the scenic locations, or we could have a look at we could park in Haverhill or whatever you want to call it, and watch the trains going through here. Let's save. It's February 1898. I'm going to save the game. There we are. February, and let's just save it there. Oh, Hexham. Hexham's quite quiet. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna overrule. I said you can have your vote, but I've changed my mind. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna watch what's going on. What should we have? Should we have a view from the hotel room? Yeah, there we are. It's a view from inside the hotel. There we are. Literal view from inside the hotel room, so you can look at what's going on. I think this is quite interesting. So there should be all sorts kind of coming, whizzing through back and forth here. I'll leave the music playing. We can have everyone's going Kingston. Ooh, the Triangle Junction. Can we get the Triangle Junction in shot? Oh yeah, okay. Let's go and have a look. Let's pick the view from the other side. Oh yeah, this could be more interesting. Let's do it from here. Let's do it from here. What are we doing? What do you think? From like from here, or from here? Nice view through the trees. Nah, let's do from there. How's that? I quite like, you've got the sea in the background here. There we are. That's it, folks. There's all sorts that comes through here. There's quite a long freight train from the street where the trams are going by. Oh, really? Ah, from here. What, like this? Like a little view like this? Is that what you want? Nice angle. What about this angle? Oh, the trams are really loud though, aren't they? Crikey. What do you think? Do you want a nice little, like, funny angle like this? Does that suit you? We'll sit here. We're gonna do this, right, folks? I'm gonna leave you in peace and quiet. You've got 15 minutes of this, and I'll kill the stream off at 9. I quite enjoy these, just having the kind of the stuff sitting like this. It always looks pleasant. Right. Cheerio. Pleasure. I'll make this spreadsheet available. So I'll put this spreadsheet on the Discord because, you know, why not? And you can tell me. You can all make recommendations of things that you think ought to change, and the stats are in there. So if Deirdre's still watching, you can muck around with the stats. Right, I'm going to hang around in this angle. This will be a 2-hour stream. I'll cut it off at the 2-hour mark. I'll give you a wave before I do. In the meantime, it's been a pleasure, folks. See you later. Cheerio. I'm still here. I just need to, like, fix OBS. Don't worry. It's everything's fine. Everything is absolutely fine. Game screen and no mic ready to click. Cheerio!